Hi, this is Camilla Blossom, and it's that time of year for the Oracle reading for Winter Solstice 2023. I'll be using my Sacred Spirits of Gaia deck, illustrated by Andrea Dumbecki, written by me. Goes with my book as well. And so we're going to be checking in. Instead of doing a pick a card reading, which I usually do, I'm kind of being told to just do it for everyone and to do just however many cards want to come through, and we'll intuitively tune in and check what kind of sacred spirits of Gaia, what spirits of nature want more attention, co-creation, and connection with us. All right. They're very excited. I can feel that. So the first card I had a feeling that the willow tree, I'm going to pull up this artwork. Let's see, Willow, here's Willow. Willow tree, dancing with flowing grace. So I invite you, as you do this, my work is, when I do these videos, you're really entering the temple of earth magic, this field of energy where you will receive spiritual and magical transmission. So in this reading, just open and receive, and you will gain more access to your intuition, your joyful imagination, and co-creating with nature spirits. So this one is an invitation to connect with Willow. And I usually see Willow as a feminine grandmother energy, but whatever you see is beautiful. So just open to that spirit of Willow. I'm going to connect too with this beautiful grandmother Willow down on the Columbia River in Vancouver, Washington, where I live, that I work with. And I invite you to open to that very watery energy. So we're stepping into, at the winter solstice, we're stepping into this opening to the light, but in a very flowy, very honoring of the water elementals. As you can see in the artwork, the flowy branches, the flowy water. And this is also an invitation to allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to feel sad, allow yourself to feel your feelings, allow them to flow. There's an immense energy for releasing, for letting go. Willow can help you. So calling in that spirit, you can call her in now and invite the spirit of this tree to be present with you. For energy, for frequencies, for flow, and help you learn more of that flow. If you feel you're at times when you're stuck, or you're having a really hard time with loss or challenges, if you have an opportunity to go to the water or tune into the willow, do that. And the other way that she shares is this very important for this next cycle. So this cycle is from the winter solstice all the way through to the equinox, which is in March, around March 21st. So in this cycle, this winter cycle, make sure that you're moving, make sure that you're dancing, make sure that you're letting your body become part of the flow, because that will help move these emotions, move the grief, deal with the loss, feel more balanced, feel more flowy like the water. And she's asking you right now to really visualize more streams of energy, light moving through your body. So you can even imagine this like you have, like thinking of a weeping willow, that you have these branches and these leaves and these and they're all almost like hair you can think of. And allowing yourself to even feel those branches, those leaves, that movement. And then when the wind comes, think of whoosh, like the movement of those branches. So allowing yourself to experience that, and you can even merge with that tree energy, feel that flow, feel your hair, feel her hair, that movement, and then also feel your roots. So it's kind of like the hair and the branches above, which are pulling in the energy of source, of light and divine above, going through the trunk and your own torso, and then the roots connecting in and really connecting into the waters in Mother Earth, the precious life force of the waters, of that flow, of that love, that nourishment, that comfort. Ooh, I'm just feeling in the earth that very sweet, beautiful energy. So tap into that. Okay, so Willow, thank you. We're going to pick another one. This one came right out. Ah, the Landa. I'll pull her up so we can see her better. Oops, excuse me for a moment. Whoops. I'm gonna have to do this a little differently. Here we go. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Okay. Let's see the Landa. Here she is. Okay, here we go. Awaken spiritual land purpose. So the Landa. This is the spirit, the overlighting deva, the spirit that covers. I tend to see this as a feminine energy, but however you see this being is fine. This Devic realm energy wants to be recognized, wants to be honored, wants to be in co-creative communication with you from the solstice and then into the spring. Like this is an important time to really connect in with the land where you live, where you're visiting, where you go, and make contact, make connection, honor this land, overlighting land deva. The Devic realms are in between the angelic, are part of the angelic and divine realms. So I tend to see them as very much like spirits overseeing an area. You may have one at your home, or it may cover your whole neighborhood. So let's just take a moment and I invite you to open and connect your heart with the overlighting land deva of your land. Nice. And you might just experience this being just as a simple shift of energy, a lightness, a sweetness. You might have a visual, be able to see it, feel it. So just however you experience, but trust that this is now in opening communication with you. And I'm going to tune in a little and just see what she wants to share with us, like what she wants. But I also invite you to really connect and open this conversation. I think part of that is she wants you to know she's there, overseeing your land, overseeing your neighborhood. And by making offerings, which could simply be recognition, appreciation, gratitude for your place, your land, this will help her awaken. This will help her gain energy This is part of why humans are so important to co-creation and working with Gaia, is that these spirits, especially with what's happened on the earth, they need us to recognize them again. They need to be seen. They need to be honored. And they are really overseeing all the fairies and the gnomes and the dragons and all the beings and the animals and the plants and trees that are in your area. So this is a really important being and a great way to get started connecting with your land. And you can do this whether you live in an apartment or a big farmland or wherever. So we're opening to her, feeling that heart energy. I can feel mine coming in very strongly. And actually, she wants to work with us to help fill our hearts more with nature and with, for us to receive back from her, from nature, from the land, from this place, the waters, all that is beautiful. She wants us to open and receive the beauty, the magic, the wonder, the delight of the land where you are, wherever you want to connect, if that's home. So this is a receptivity card, is what I'm getting. Receptivity to receive from nature. This is like a healing card. You know, I know we're really in need of giving and sharing and healing, but so much of that balance of reciprocity in nature is that we need to learn to receive back, and that will create healing. And then naturally, that is a way that makes us want to be more generous givers. But we need to fill ourselves up. So I'd say that is a big, important theme, is to fill yourself up with nature at your home by connecting and co-creating with the land, Deva. Ooh, yes, she's very excited to share that with us. Okay, next card. I don't know if you can see, I put her over on my thing. Okay, who else wants to come through? Okay, top one. Mountains, mountain spirits. Gonna pull that up. Let's see, where are you, mountain spirits? Here you are. Okay, mountain spirit, elevate your consciousness. Okay, so now we're gonna be moving. So we're going from a tree to the land to the mountains. So I'm really seeing an emphasis on connecting with the land, connecting with the place that you live, connecting more with nature that way. And so I'd like you to take a moment and consider, what are the mountains, the biggest mountain range or the biggest mountain or hill that is close to you. In my case, I have 3 mountains, major Cascade mountains around me. There is Y East, which is called Mount Hood right now, but Y East is its original indigenous name in Oregon. There's Mount Adams, which is no, Lewitt. Okay, Lewitt is Mount St. Helens, that's near here. Pateau is Mount Adams. And so those 3 mountains, think about the mountain that's near you. I would suggest you find what the indigenous name for it is, sing that name, use that name. That will connect you more fully with the spirit of that mountain. And so the mountains are calling us to help us ground our consciousness, ground our bodies, oversee the places where we live, and also to honor this process of elevation of our consciousness. We're in this very powerful time, especially this cycle that we're talking about, this time period of the winter, of the transition from 2023 to 2024 and all the changes that's bringing. It's a massive time. It's a massive time of awakening spiritually, a massive time of awakening to your purpose, of elevating your passions, stepping up, and finding more about who you are. And so these mountains, I just feel them giving you a really strong foundation when you connect with them. So just acknowledging them, connecting with them, to help you anchor your consciousness into the grid, the crystalline grid, the ancient tree grids, the mountain grids. Part of the mountain grids are the peaks of the mountain connecting with each other, to create a grid all around the world. So connecting in with that grid that's sort of above, high, as high as Mount Everest, right? Seeing that grid cover the earth, connecting with that grid. And then that grid connects with the crystalline earth grid and all the crystals, and it connects with the tree grids, the human grids, the animal grids, all the different levels. And when we're connected in with those grids, we are at one with nature, with Gaia, with her spirit, and all of nature. And so there's immense amount of support and strength and love that can really help us go through those rocky times. It can give us stability, it can give us strength, it can give us that sense of centering and peace. And it's also an invitation and permission to walk that mountain path, go as high as you can go in your consciousness. This is a time for that expansion of your consciousness, expansion of your spirituality, whatever form and way is true for you and brings you the most joy and happiness. Let yourself find that mountain peak and shine, radiate. Let yourself fully be the light that you are. Let your spirit shine bright. All right. So they're telling me that's it for the reading. So I want to sort of pull that together. And again, we had the willow watery tree, we had the land, and we had the mountains. So it was interesting last cycle. It was a lot about the animals and the birds and the deer and the bear, and like very much about the animals around. So this cycle is a lot more about connecting like with the land, connecting with the water and the trees, connecting with the land where you live, and then anchoring that in order for you to truly expand and open your crown above and crown, root crown, to elevate your consciousness and let yourself fully sing the beautiful song that your heart holds within. So thank you for connecting with me and celebrating winter solstice. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you'd like to connect with me more, you can go see my website at camillablossom.com or my Patreon community under Camilla Blossom. So thank you so much. And I hope you have an amazing time at the solstice and opening to 2024. Thank you.